Hello, everyone. I'm here with the co-owners and the co-captains of Before Hoes. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Byram, aka Gibble.
And
Mr.
I'm
Gibble.
and I am Adam, aka Mr. Spiel.
So, before we get, to all the technical stuff, I just want to ask you guys, how did you guys come up with your team name?
um, we're both actual in life brothers, and someone, I believe David it was, and a VC was like, "Oh, you guys should be bros before hoes," or we had that like being talked about. And I think David then later on was like, "Nah, you guys should be hoes before bros," if I'm not mistaken, right, Adem?
No, it was actually me who said we should be hoes before bros. David
Oh yeah,
was
David
telling us to
was
be.
like, "You should be bros before hoes," and that made a lot of sense. But you're like, let's just flip it on its head. So, because we
Yeah,
are actual
exactly.
flippers.
Yeah, so it's funnier this way, right? Because now we have to also call all of our players hoes. So it's like we
Exactly.
got a little goof with it.
Yes.
And you do love a good goof, both of you guys, right?
We do bits constantly within the server. Different things. There's a reason a lot of the trash talk is the way it is, and a lot of the things we talk about are the way they are. And people are comfortable with it, and people enjoy it because we don't take ourselves too seriously. So it makes everyone have a much better time.
Yeah. And the vibes are always high in the server, and I can't say for in the team because I don't think I've ever been drafted by. I've been drafted by both of you guys, but not at the same time.
So,
Yeah,
For a
for the
team.
captain, then, Frank, who did you enjoy better?
yeah.
Uh, you know, uh, maybe that's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't hear that question. I guess we can just move on. That's wild. Uh, you
Frank
know,
hated both real, then let's be real.
no, I enjoy both of you guys. Different captain styles. Byram, after a good game, it would glaze me to no end, and then Adem was like, I never had a good game with Adem. Sadly, I kind of was like, I was horrible in that season, and it's fine. It tanked
Frank,
my stock forever.
Frank, you brought immaculate vibes. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but aside from the bits and stuff, I just wanted to ask you guys: did you guys get all the players who were you're gunning after this team tour in the auction?
um, I don't. Yeah, this is always like the weird. How much do you want to reveal type deal? How much do you not want to reveal? I think for us going in, we were leaning on getting only 7 players. So just from the player quantity, that didn't exactly happen. We've maxed out with 9, and one person we did have on our target was Swaggy, but we knew that that was probably not going to. We knew that would be kind of difficult, and we may not get them. But that was a person that was like that we didn't get that we wanted. Outside of that, I thought we absolutely killed the auction. um, because we were thinking we would get like one of a few players, and we proceeded to just get every single player we wanted otherwise outside of Swaggy. And then we thought we're going to get either Peachy or Brett to mainly man the Little Cup format. And we proceeded to get both players on our team, which was mind boggling to me. So, and then when we look at players like Friedel, who are amazing, and when we got them, we were like, all right, we'll just see who else we get and we'll figure out where we want to put them on. And, players like Rin for only 6K and Emperor Ari for 5K. And I don't know, you just look at our team and I was like completely shocked. Um, I'm missing a couple players there. Uh, But yeah, I think from players we were targeting, we pretty much got everyone. Regulus was someone else I wanted. He was such a good teammate of mine in another tour. And I was like, this would be a great person to get on our team. Dashing, after he made the video, he was, and we wanted him weeks ago, but also after he made the video for us, I felt like he was, we had to get him. J Bob has always been one of our favorite people to work with. And I think the only real surprise for us was getting, in the sense of players we didn't expect to get, was aces, only because we didn't really know much of them beforehand. But we kind of got to a point where we were like, all right, the only role we're kind of missing, even though I could play Rad Red as the backup or as the secondary, we're like, let's just find someone who could play the secondary Rad Red role. And we're like, all right, we found someone, and we still ended up with 10K in the bank. So we feel very comfortable, I think.
Will that money be going to Vegas potentially or no?
No, that money will not go to Vegas. It's going to go to a nonprofit for the Spiels around the world.
Obviously. Frank, you should have known that.
But you go to Vegas and you can like triple it, and then you can also give like 1K to like the Gibbles, and then
Frank,
29K.
this is serious business, Frank. SGBL corporate doesn't fuck around and go to Vegas with money.
It's only those darn fish farmers that go to Vegas.
And they keep losing money. That's why they keep coming back for more funds every year.
This is true. If they started winning money, they wouldn't need us to keep giving them.
Yeah.
If it means anything, though, they only have 1.5K left, so it's like not that much.
Well, after years of losing, I think they realized that, hey, maybe we should start paying for good players for once and stop, going 3 and 4 or 2 and 5 every season. So I think it's a good start for them to try to get good players.
So is that shots taken at fish farm?
I wasn't being nice to the fish farm.
100%. All shots are being taken to the fish farm. I want them to know we have beef since day one.
Dude, damn. And there's no one that's a milk tank over there, so this is real beef.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Never a fan of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys got some crazy value late. Just because I feel like you're like the only team with money and like roster spots super late into the draft.
That's not completely. Yeah, it's not completely true. Mello and Sigmas had the most money overall. It was weird because they kept losing out on every big player that they were going for. And at the end of it, they filled up their roster outside of the 10th slot or after the 9th slot. And they got a bunch of the players that we didn't bid too much for. And after they got their players, it was pretty much the Kiwis who wanted AZ. We were just like, all right, we're not going to really fight you for this, so take them. And we pretty much said, wow, the players we wanted, like, I think for us, we got to player 6 with Rin. And we were thinking, okay, we may need a fight for Emperor Ari with the last 25K. And we proceeded to only need to spend the min bid, and we were completely shocked at that. So we're like, all right, we'll get Emperor Ari. We wanted J Bob really bad. And as I mentioned before, Aces was, he's been a great person to work with early on. So, we've been happy with all the pickups so far.
And a lot of, it is just crazy how, like, I saw J-Pop go for min bid, and I was like, well, Emperor Ari as well. And you mentioned earlier, I'm not too familiar with Aces, but I'm sure that they'll cook too. A lot of good guys, good people.
Good people matter first. At the end of the day, we hope the people that play here, we're going to get everyone playing time. That'll probably be the biggest challenge for us, just getting people enough playing time. We'll do our best there to manage that. And look, at the end of the day, I genuinely feel we have easily the best roster. I think we are the only team who can comfortably double down on every single format and feel very comfortable. I would have never thought we'd get two of the better Little Cup players and we'd be able to double up in Little Cup, but here we are. So, and we have two players who are dominant in each format and more than two in the Pal and Apdex formats that are really, really good. So I feel good. I'm so happy with how this went.
Anything you want to add to them to what
No,
Gibble said? He hit all
honestly,
the head.
yeah, you kind of hit everything really. I'm happy with who we were able to get, and I'm just gonna have fun with the team, vibe with everyone, do my stupidity that I usually do with my teams, just because it's always fun to be a little stupid, and just kind of keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, excited. Excited to see you guys come second to the Sigmas. But yeah, I am excited to see how the season goes for everyone involved here.
I think we know when Cutie Fox is in a field in relation to Adem that doesn't go well for her ever. As we saw last team tour for SGBL, she could barely win any games while being around Adem. So I don't think they're going to do that good against us.
But Cutie Fox never had me in a team, so GG. It's over.
No, actually,
know,
she did. You were on my team, Frank.
you were on her
Oh,
team.
yeah, that's what she did. That I was the yeah, I was the deciding factor or something. Surely, hope yeah. Now the turntables. I did want to ask you guys, how many of the people in your team are like returning faces that you've worked with in other team tours?
Adem, you want to go first?
Yeah, so I've worked with technically, okay, I've worked with three of the people on our team before. Ren, Emperor Ari in the same tour together over at PMPL, and then J Bob in another league. Otherwise, I haven't worked with anyone else before.
But the irony there is, I worked with Peachy, Regulus, Brett, Dashing in previous tours. Either SGBL, Sim, or PMPL. Well, actually, not PMPL. I think it was just Sim and SGBL last year. So I worked with all of them. The only people neither of us have worked with in a tour setting is Aces and Friedel. So, and
And Friedel, you seen Friedel, right?
well, yeah, we've seen him play quite a bit, and he does a lot of amazing things in every tour that he's in, and he's a great battler. So, again, we thought we were gonna spend like 25 plus for him, so we're kind of stoked to get him for 14.5. I think the strategy Aldim had going into the auction was excellent.
And I do wonder how much did my interview with Brad and Emperor Aria influence your decisions to draft him?
It had no influence, honestly. I always knew I wanted to get both of them, so.
No, I'll
You-
tell you this. Nope. Emperor Ari. I was gonna, I was interested in him before the interview, and then he started spewing bad anime takes afterwards. Now saying Attack on Titan's not even that good anymore. So that kind of not in the mood to get him. I was like, this guy's does not have good takes in anime. He says, he loves isekai way too much. Do we get him at them? And Adim was like, it's okay. We could trust him. And I was like, all right, you've worked with him before. Let's see how it goes.
Always trying to spread misinformation to his players. Shocker.
so you're saying that his bad anime takes made his value tank in the eyes of captains?
Well, I'm gonna say your interview with him made a tank because of those anime reveals.
It's fine. Most of the captains don't listen after like 10 minutes of like Pokemon talk, so it's fine.
Oh, dude,
Charlie Nolan.
No, all jokes aside, it's always cool to hear people's perspectives from the interviews. I listened to I think all of them or close to all of them, and I think my favorite part is not even the Pokemon aspect; it's the personal life and their taste in things outside of Mons. That's where it's the most interesting to hear people talk and express themselves. And there's a lot of really good ones. I thought Brett and Emperor actually had excellent interviews for what it's worth.
Mhm. You did enjoy the hour-long Brett interview?
No, I did. I listened to the entire thing. I think it took me like 2 sittings though because I got busy in the middle of it. But it's awesome. I try to listen to everything that I could that you guys produce.
Yeah. And I also interviewed Peachy, but I knew Peachy was gonna be interviewed, so I mean he was gonna get picked up for like a lot of money. So I did, and most importantly, you guys did captain together, right, in the team tour.
We did. Me and Peachy realized that Peachy, who only focuses on Little Cup like he normally does, and me only not being as into captaining and only helping fill the spot for someone was not a good combination. We ironically had like 3 players in like the top 2 of their format standings. We just like did not manage the like I didn't I'll take the blame for that. I did not manage a couple of the other formats because I just didn't have the energy to manage anything. And we just couldn't. I don't think we won a game in Insurgents, and I think we won like 2 games in AAA. And it was just like, damn, it's kind of hard to overcome that when you don't win games in formats like for the entire season.
Yeah, but that team tour was really fun though. Peachy Gibbles were still great. We were
I
like
mean,
one win away from playoffs, right, or something. One or two
I,
wins away.
no, I think we started off fine, and then we just, we kind of faltered. We couldn't overcome not winning a couple formats. Again, it took a very little effort from my end, and I think we had good enough. I think we had mostly good players, but we just needed to support it better, and it just didn't work out. But things are different
Yeah,
when you have the energy and time to actually invest into captaining.
yeah. I think it was after this Theory PR video. He said that we were the best team, and then it tanked. Or
No,
we got too cocky or
we
something.
were we were the second best team, and we proceeded to play like the second worst team. I think.
Yeah, it was a rough stretch down the stretch, but it's fine.
It's,
You know, we were talking a lot about auction and player roster. I wanna get your guys' opinion. Obviously, it's still very early in the drafts as we talk right now. But is there any shocking things in any of your drafts so far that you're like, I can't believe we got this pairing of Pokemon together?
um, I not really on my end of them.
Uh, honestly, I've kind of everything I've gotten, I kind of expected. One thing that just shocked me is how early Mega Dreadnought went into the Red drafts to the
Oh yeah, the
same
same
team on top
person.
of that.
Yeah, the same person drafted 2 of them. I think the other surprise, someone else was going to target 2 Mega Dreadnought drafts in Rad Red. what the hell?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of craziness in Red. It is a format of all time sometimes. Not with drafting, but
Yeah, I genuinely don't understand it sometimes, but here we are. Yeah.
and we were poking fun of at the fish farm earlier, but is there any captain pairings or teams in general, or maybe even like personal player matchups that you guys are hoping for in the future of this tour that you just really want to face against a certain player
No, listen,
potentially?
honestly, it's I kind of know everyone on every team. I know who I expect to play in the future when playing. So again, I just want to have some fun games. That's really all I care about.
Is
You
there
don't
any
want to call out like any like red players or anything at them, anything like that, or other
Nah,
format players?
uh, nah, it's all the same for me. Like, there's no like excitement for a specific matchup. Like, oh, I really want to verse this person. It's all the same for me.
Yeah, Frank, I'm going to be honest with you. No matter how good or bad them and I play, there's people who are way more excited to face us than the other way around for whatever reason. So we just kind of play.
Hopefully, us saying this also makes people want to play us even more now.
Yeah, of course, because they're like, oh, you don't want to play me. You don't want to play me, huh? And it's just like, I remember one Rad Red season, and Jack made a comment on this. He was like, oh man, every single one of Byram's games are just so good. And then you like talk to my opponent, how much more they prepped that week. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm not that good. Like, leave me alone. Give me the B team prep. Give me that. Give me the C team prep. I don't mind that every once in a while. Stop giving me your A prep, perfect EVs and everything. Like, jeez.
You got to beat the owner, man. You got to beat the owners.
Yeah, the one owner has not performed that good at SGBL. I don't get it. I think I just talk too much shit to people. It doesn't matter.
And the other owner's been like crushing it. That's like what, like a chip in like 2 finals appearances or something.
The other owner is pretty good at Rad Red.
Yeah, I just know the format very well.
He might be a Rad Red merchant or something.
Exactly.
No. But we talked about the team name earlier. I also want to know what's the inspiration behind the logo.
Oh, easy. I just had that photo laying around, and I really want to use it again for a logo. So I said this is the perfect logo for us to have in the team tour, just because it's just the perfect way for us to have like a newscast. Like, oh, breaking news. O's before bros are talking shit again.
It is quite beautiful. I do like the silhouettes of Gibble, Sfio, and Amora being in the crowd, just like listening to you guys.
I love how Quinn always throws in a Mora somewhere in his like pictures.
And
of course,
I don't want to sound like I'm glazing, but it might be the cutest logo. Maybe second to the Sigma Meloetas, maybe.
That logo looks disgusting. Okay, unbiased, like our logo is fine, right?
Yeah.
The teams did not cook with their logos this season. Flying Gambit, excellent. Like, I'm not even like, we could talk all the shit in the world. Those guys cooked the most with their logo. Pastoria Gym Bros, I never want to look at this again. Flying Kiwis was 0 effort. Good Boy, fuck them. Fish Farm, they have not updated their logo no matter how much they lose. And then Beans on Toast Brigade. They're British. They're talking about beans. There's nothing smart about these guys. They could have made any logo, did something cool with their British stuff. Something. You would think one thing you could find in England that's cool. They thought beans was the coolest thing. That's how you know it's a shit area. So, like, what is going on? Like, let's be real. This is not. None of the teams but Final Gambit really cooked with their logo. We have an adorable, fun logo, so cool. The other 6 teams, like C tier or less on their logos. They really pour effort on their ends.
And the crazy thing is, people don't realize that this is not an interview. This is actually a team logo, a tier list, and disguised as an interview.
If you tier list it, I think ours is like fun B tier. Final Gambit's like S tier. The rest of these teams, I said C tier or less. They're like D tier or less. They're all pretty trash.
Dude, you might get the people that made the logos angry, and they're gonna go like 10-0 against you.
They really Googled that. They didn't. What logo did they make? They Googled that picture.
Maybe Will or Carolera like made beans and on toast, and like they burned the bread. And
how about you cook a better piece of meal?
Yeah.
Meloetta Sigmas found a way to make Meloetta look ugly, but it's like this cute, adorable Pokemon, mythical. They made it look disgusting. Pastoria Gym Bros, inappropriate. I don't know how we allow it in these. I didn't know that got past, the marketing team, but okay, I guess they got accepted, right? It feels a little illegal to have.
Oh wait, they knew someone on the inside. That's how they got through.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys like this, Hunky, he used his inside, connections. It's disgusting that we accepted something like this. I really should have pushed harder to get this revised, But here we
Yeah,
are.
per sources, the council will not be changing logos anymore or something. It's kind of
The
crazy.
council are busy. They're not going to change logos. They're worried on other things, other business ventures for SGBL.
Yeah. And then I don't even want to hear what you want to say about the flying Kiwis, man.
I mean, effort, F for
It has
effort.
character. It has character. The wings are very detailed. I think the sad face is very prevalent.
Yeah, I mean, you could call it character. I could call it laziness. That's their character. They're lazy. So, not surprised.
Yeah. Hey, it's all fun. Let's just see what happens next.
But yeah, I think that might be all for the captain interview for now. So, or I guess I have one more question for you guys. Are you guys preparing for the championship captain interview already? You guys already
I
know what
don't.
you're gonna say.
Oh, yes, I have my 13-minute and 26-second speech ready for when we win it all.
I mean, my team last year came within a game. We were up 3-1 the finals and lost the series. I know Adem was one game away from taking our spot in the playoffs. Any extra win throughout the entire season, they would have made it over us. And I know we both ended the season on a very sour note. So, I think I think we have the roster. I'm excited to see how we perform this season.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you guys lose to the Sigmas and get second place too.
If
And
we
you guys
lose to the
start more
Sigmas,
beef,
I will be angry if you lose to the Sigmas.
I think that's the only team I don't want to lose to now. All because of
Yeah.
this interview.
Dude, there is a lot of Sigma players that you guys have interesting history with, right? Or something. The cutie
Is
fox
there?
mentioned like a little bit ago. Uh, you know, and like there's a lot of just people here. I think that you guys have a lot of history with me.
Yeah, no, Frank, we have a lot of history with you. That's why when we beat you, it's gonna be more fun having you
Oh.
talk to us so we can rub it in your face.
Dude, the crazy part is, per sources, I'm gonna get benched that week, so it's gonna be crazy.
That's probably the best chance to have of winning is putting you into one of us somehow. Look,
That is
also,
true.
we interact with everyone. I mean, when you say you have history with these people, we interact with everyone. We have history with everyone in a sense. But there's so many people here I've never even played, and if you look at the banter, you would think we've been longtime rivals. I don't think me and Pharma have ever played a game against each other. And you're not going to see two people who hate each other more. So
It's because of his football takes, right?
he has better football takes than you.
That's crazy. That's
You're a
crazy.
Cowboy
Hey,
fan. You know you have bad
meet
takes.
me in the back alley, Byram. Meet me in the back alley of SGBL corporate building right now. After this,
I'm bringing the tomatoes.
no, not the tomatoes. I'm bringing a coconut.
That's fucked up.
But yeah, I think that we covered all the bases on anything. I don't think I want to ask anything else. Is there anything final words you guys want to say to the people that will be listening to this?
Um,
Listen, just one thing I gotta say is good luck to everyone. Hope everyone enjoys the tour. Everyone has fun drafting, kind of playing with their teams. Like that's the big thing to me. Is I hope everyone can just go out this team tour, have fun, enjoy it, compete, and do their thing.
Yeah, as league owners at the end of the day and breaking character moments, number one for both of them and I is for everyone to have a really fun tour, to enjoy the teams they're on. Hopefully, all the captains, put a lot of effort into the season because our team has put a lot of effort into making this tour, start setting up this tour to be successful. So we really hope that the captains we pick do a good job, and we hope the players have a good time interacting with each other on their teams, and hopefully everyone, win or lose, and hopefully everyone has a great season.
Yeah, beautifully said. And I guess I do have one more question
Mhm.
actually that popped up. If you guys were to have like a catchphrase, obviously aside from your team name, what would it be? Or have you guys not thought of one yet?
Oh,
Feel you later.
what a wow! I was
That was
gonna
beautiful.
say that's yours. Mine's enjoy the vitamin C.
And I'm gonna say in every captain interview, especially starting. Well, this is the first one, but in the description, I will be putting invite links to SGBL. I won't be putting links to your captain server. I don't think because we don't want no double agents, right?
Definitely not.
Definitely not, because I suck at fixing perms.
That's right.
Yeah. So
Nothing like the old first season of SGBL, me leaking every single thing by not privating the right channels.
Yeah.
you guys learn, right? You guys
Not
The
got
bot's
really.
still
better.
recording, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. So yeah. I know. So yeah, everything will be in the description for the SGBL team tour. I will also put the docs there, and I think that's all for the interview, guys. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll let Gibbo and Felix have the final goodbyes.
Thank you, Frank, and have a great tour, everyone. We really wish our tour this season.
Have it going, everyone. See ya.